Evan Marinofsky here with Bruins Rinkside outside Warrior Ice Arena to continue our summer series called Expectations, which is presented by our good friends over at Athletic Greens. Make sure to go to athleticgreens.com/Bruins to get a free 1-year supply of immune-supporting vitamin D, as well as 5 free travel packs with your first purchase. Okay, so Marc McLaughlin, interesting guy last year, came in on that fourth line, came right out of Boston College, scored in his first game, 3 goals in 11 regular season games. Used a lot more in the offensive zone, but a guy who in college proved that he could play in the defensive zone, played center, played the wing. I would expect this year, we're talking expectations, he will be vying for the fourth line right wing spot. I think that's going to be the thing out of camp. Thomas Nosek is probably going to be the guy down the middle unless they dump him for salary. So I do think McLaughlin is going to be one of those guys vying for the right wing spot out of camp, but they're going to be a lot. There's going to be a lot of young guys vying for fourth line spots because, again, if you look at the forward lines, the fourth line is the one area where they have a lot of young guys vying for it. And Don Sweeney's mentioned in the past, over this course of this offseason, that he really does envision a lot of those younger guys, Trent Frederick, Jack Studnicka, Oscar Steen, Marc McLaughlin, vying for spots in this lineup, sort of becoming some internal competition is what he always says. I think McLaughlin's going to be at the forefront of that. You're going to see McLaughlin a lot this year. It just comes down to whether or not he stakes his spot in that fourth line. And with Curtis Lazar out, that spot is open. But again, as I said, there's other guys going for it. Production-wise, I would expect, again, for him to be kind of up and down between Providence at times. Like, there are going to be times when you see him really fit in that fourth line. There are going to be times when you see him down in Providence. Production-wise, I would expect him somewhere around 20 points. I think that's a very good season for him. And that's what I would expect out of Marc McLaughlin this year. It's going to be an important year in his development. I think they're going to have to see which young guys fit in that bottom 6 and which don't. The third line feels pretty sturdy unless there's injuries. I think this third line, when fully healthy, Zacha, Coyle, Smith should be the trio. I wouldn't expect McLaughlin to shimmy his way in there full time, but I wouldn't be surprised if he gets in there for a little bit. So Marc McLaughlin's going to be kind of jumping around through the bottom 6, but I would mainly expect him on that fourth line. So that is today's expectations for Marc McLaughlin. We're going to have more of these throughout the entire summer, so make sure to follow us here at Bruins Rinkside.